Hello, I'm Dr. Alex Martin, MetroMD Institute, Regenerative Medicine. What I'd like to talk about today are frequently asked questions. Many times we're asked, are stem cells safe to use? Yes, the answer is yes. In the United States, we have very tight regulations and rules that have come down from the authorities on how to use stem cells. We know that autologous stem cells are safe. These are your own stem cells. And that's what we use at MetroMD, Institute of Regenerative Medicine, to treat various illnesses. The frequently asked question is, well, what illnesses do you treat with stem cells in the United States? At the present time, we are seeing the greatest success with orthopedic applications. So we can apply stem cells along with platelet-rich plasma and the utilization of human growth hormone along with this for treatment of joint disease in the knees and shoulders and hips and other joints of the body. The most frequently treated areas are the hips and the knees. When you will ask, well, how do you treat a hip? We can say, well, we use a guided targeting device using ultrasound, which shows us very clearly the space that we're going to be treating with the stem cells. So we are very, very targeted in what we do, and we're able to place the stem cells exactly where we want them. Many times we're asked, well, how do you get stem cells? Where are they? What part of the body do you get them from? We take the stem cells from the hip bone, and it's located in the lower part of the back. You can reach back, touch the lower part of the back, and you'll feel two little knobs, or two promontories, as we call them, on both sides of the lower spine at the hip. Those are the areas where the hip bone comes to the surface, approaches the surface very closely. We can anesthetize that area completely, and with a special needle extract bone marrow. It's about a quarter of a cup of bone marrow under sterile conditions. We process it, separate out the stem cells, and then those are the stem cells we use to re-inject into your body. Many of you have asked, well, do you use anything besides stem cells to enhance what you're doing? At the MetroMD Institute of Regenerative Medicine, we have a very special technique in which we add growth factors and platelet-rich plasma, in addition to human growth hormone in combination. So what this allows us to do is to treat much older patients, people who are not only suffering from athletic injuries in their 40s and 50s, but also people over 60, and people well into their 80s. What is so important, you say, about why is there an issue with older people? The issue is bone marrow, having enough bone marrow and having a healing rate that's sufficient. So with the combination that we use of your own stem cells, platelet-rich plasma, which comes from your own blood, and human growth hormone, which is a synthetic and the ideal human growth hormone, the very best we can obtain, we're able to stimulate the bone marrow to produce enough stem cells that you will do well in the treatments. You can say, well, many times patients will ask, well, what happens if I'm not better in 4 to 6 months? We tell our patients that you have a second opportunity to come in and see us and have a second treatment at the end of 6 months. And there's no additional fee for that. This is simply included as part of your initial offering. So we're very confident in our success rate, and that's why we make this offering. Oftentimes, people will ask us, well, where did this technology come from? Did it just come from here in the United States? Was it just derived overnight? How long have you been doing this? We've been working with stem cells for the last 4 years. And the technology that we follow and utilize is basically coming from the University of Lausanne in Switzerland. It's a wonderful institute which pioneered stem cell and PRP, platelet-rich plasma technology. We admire their work, and we have enhanced their technology. So not only are you getting the very best from Switzerland that we have brought into this country and which is being highly touted throughout the world as premier technology, but we have enhanced it. We have made it even better. So the very best treatments using stem cells and PRP you will find here in the United States at the present time. You will find them in Los Angeles at MetroMD Institute of Regenerative Medicine. If you have other questions, don't hesitate to contact us. I enjoy answering your questions, and I love to respond to emails. So thank you very much. This is Dr. Alex Martin. Bye.